Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of Dave Buys Property. Dave buys houses, Dave buys property, all that good stuff. So we've been taking on a lot of houses in the Coreville, Morningside-ish area near Audubon. This is one of my latest and greatest. We put this house under contract recently with a buyer who's very excited. A lot of work went into it, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of a tour. So I'll give you the gist on the camera. So this house, the garage was falling down, the roof was caving in, there was everything wrong. The typical houses I buy, basically the ugliest ones that you can find, I try to turn them into gold. So just give you a brief little tour. So here's the back side of the house, totally redone, new roof. We had to repair and repaint the siding. We had to install a brand new sewer system from the storm trap, the sewer trap, all the way out to what was the garage, which was completely jacked, so we had to remove it. But as you can see, the house came out pretty good. Everything is new. So I'm gonna take you guys around and show you a little bit about why we do and how we do. This one was a real struggle, but I ended up buying it for $40,000 from my good friend Tommy O'Neill, and we put it under contract for $125,000. So it worked out. Had a couple contractors go dirty on me, stole a few bucks, but it's all part of the game. So I'll give you a shot of the kitchen. All brand new stainless appliances, white cabinets. We didn't do granite because the neighborhood doesn't really call for it, but came out really good. New flooring. This is the living room. See here. You can kind of see it's got we kept all the original windows and everything. Came out really nice. Fireplace. We redid that. Restained all the wood, the mantel, installed the flooring. This is the dining room area, right in here. All the drywall, the ceilings, everything had to be redone. We restored the staircase to its original condition for the most part. We had to make a divider because the way the ceiling got tore out. It was a better idea for me to do that than anything else. So the stairs came out pretty good. They look a little bit weathered. That's kind of the look we wanted. And we redid all the bedrooms, blown in insulation. So here's bedroom number one. Has a little outdoor to go out to the backyard, little porch area. You can see gray and white paint scheme that kind of works down here. There's no reason to fancy it up in a Morningside type house. And you got to really count your costs when it comes to this area, because you could hit the number and do 125 or 130 or even 160,000. But I don't like to be that guy, because normally I'm not that guy. And if I think I'm going to make 150, I get 130, and I'm in this to make money. So this house, because of all the issues, it wasn't as profitable as we thought it would be, but we still made the money. You got to act like you're made of money to make a money, and then even when it's money, it's not enough money. It's never enough. So, but people ask me all the time, Dave, how can I get into flipping houses, man? I really want to flip houses. I want to be like you. I want to make so much money and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm working with like $1 million at a time, and it's definitely a struggle, to make the money that you think you're going to make. And that's on my life. Let's see if we can get you a good shot. So here's the bathroom. Redid the tub and the tile, and they built this house where the window was like in there, and it didn't make a lot of sense for me to redo all that. It would have cost way more money than it was worth. And we kept the original mirror. The dude who's buying it loves it. I hated it, but to each their own, right? new toilet, new vanity, all that good stuff. So I'm going to show you guys the basement. Now the basement, we had to tear the whole floor out. We had to redo every piece of plumbing in the floor, the trap, the sewer trap, the storm drain trap, the pipes under the floor, the pipes all the way outside. But, you know, we even redid it, you know, down the steps. See here. I mean, white walls, gray floor, you know, the typical stuff that you're seeing. You don't want to get too creative in these neighborhoods. I mean, we put like a nice little fake panel wall. Everything, all the plumbing's brand new. All the glass black windows are brand new. You can see, I mean, it came out pretty good. Little man cave, everybody likes that. Has a little bathroom in the basement, which I keep asking the same guy over and over and over again to come finish this bathroom and repaint it and all that stuff. And he's still not doing it, but you know, we got it under contract and we just blew in insulation and all this stuff. So, you know, we always put brand new systems, furnace, water tank, all that stuff. Put it in there. We keep house sitters in here at night. So if someone tries to come in, you know, they get them out with the shotgun, things of that nature. New laundry tub, new panel, everything's new. But that's what people want when they're buying their first house and you want them to pay you max value. You know, no one's going to pay you max value for a house that's got some beat up used furnace and some 15-year-old used water tank that you threw in there and stuff like that. They don't want the basement leaking. They don't want a garage that's falling down. They'd rather have you just tear it out so they can park in the backyard. We even put a sub panel here because there were so many circuits in the house. But as you can see, I mean, we continue to achieve what we're looking to do on these type of houses. We make them look good and, you know, people appreciate it. But, you know, let me tell you this from personal experience. You buy a house and you think you're going to be in it for 20 grand. You can't get anything for 20 grand anymore. So you can start thinking about 30 and 40 and $50 a square foot. Usually I'm right on the money at about $25, $30 a square foot to renovate these, no matter how bad they are. This house was pretty rough. You know, it came with a squatter. My buddy Tommy was able to get the squatter out. You know, fortunately he didn't come back and cause no damage, but sometimes they do. I have a project on Yorkshire right now. We had to physically remove people from the home, squatters. They just would not leave no matter what. It was very frustrating, but we got them out. But I'll tell you, you know, you buy this house and you think, okay, $80,000, you know, I'll be all in. If I'm in it for $80,000, which is 40 for the buy and, you know, 30 for the rehab and 10 for the cost to sell it, you know, you're going to sell it for 125. It seems like it's a good profit. Well, that's not how this one shook out. You know, this one shook out basically where I brought one contractor in and I paid about $20,000 for him to do a rehab, which eventually was so bad that we had to tear it all basically out and do it again. So I'm into this one for about $50,000. So, you know, I'm in it for 90 plus my back end cost is like probably about 10,000 between the commissions to myself, to the other agent, to the title company and, you know, the taxes and all that stuff. So I'm probably make about $25,000 on this property. I've been holding it for what seems like my whole entire life. No matter what we did, like this house has just been a burden and I wish I never would have bought it. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to make some money on it and, you know, you live to fight another day. And even though I'm successful at doing this and I do it all the time and people like literally pay me to teach them how, you know, with COVID and these contractors and some of the things that took place and the dishonesty and all that stuff that goes on with these contractors where they got, you know, problems with drinking and drugs and showing up on time and just doing what they say. You know, one guy I paid and by the time I realized that he had done a poor job, you know, it was too late. So I had to pay someone else and I can't expect somebody else to come in and say, hey, I'm going to do all this shit for free. No, I mean, you got to pay for it. So at the end of the day, you know, I'm all in for somewhere around 90, 95,000. I think maybe even close to 100, but the profit on this one's going to be somewhere around 25,000 in pocket, and, you live and you learn. We should have made, I think we should have made 45, 50,000 on this one. I thought this was a home run. I thought, we'd be in and out of here in 90 days, and I thought everything was going to be sweet and we'd make a ton of money and it would be a great decision. But at the end of the day, it didn't shake out like that, because I've been holding it and holding it and holding it, trying to get it done. And finally, I just had to pull the ripcord on the guy and bring in some new people, and that comes with challenges. So then there was electrical problems, there was inspection problems, there was every single problem that you could possibly have. This freaking house had it. So if you want to be a flip guy like me, you have to understand, if you're running stuff on a tight budget and you think that you're going to be the guy that, sells your house for the most that a house has ever sold in the neighborhood, I'm going to tell you, I can't do it. Very rarely. You're not going to do it on your first, second, 10th try. So you just have to make sure that if you think a house is going to sell for 150, that you're planning to sell it for 135, 140. If you think that your renovation is going to cost you, 25 grand, you should plan for 35 grand, because it's probably going to end up being like that. So anyway, DaveBuysProperty.com. If you want to learn more about how to flip houses, how to buy houses, how to rent houses, I'm here for you. You can reach me at DaveBuysProperty@gmail.com, or you can call me directly at 313-451-0448. Appreciate you guys. Have a nice day, and happy flipping, selling, and making money out here.